thanks for joining me. I'm Rachel from With My Hands and Heart, and today I'm going to be making a soap in this mold you see here. It's kind of like a cube shape. These will not be in the shop. These are actually for personal use. Oops, sorry. And yeah, so stick around. If you'd like to subscribe, I try to make a variety of different soaps and share information. And I'm also hoping to do like a tutorial that if it's sort of going to be like your first soap, like if you're going to make your first soap, how you can do it with what you have. I master batch my oils and lye, which generally means I prepare a whole bunch ahead of time in order to go through and make my soaps. But I will show you how to do it if you are just, mixing it together at the current moment and that sort of thing. So the goal of this soap is actually for my husband and my dad. They are both my dad works in the steel industry and my husband is a roofer. And I wanted to make a soap that was natural and healing, yet also able to like scrub the dead skin away from them, like their hands and their body, wherever they want. And that's why I wanted to use the pumice. So I'm putting my lye water in, and I'm going to be scraping some of that out. And then I have these little, you can see the little strings. I believe they're nylon. They're made out of nylon rope that you would, I think you can make, no, it's not quite as harsh as like a clothes hanger wire, like for outside or whatever you want to call that. It's not quite that harsh. It is very soft, actually. Kind of feels silky almost. And I cut all these to a certain length, and I didn't really know how many it was going to make. My soap is green because the oils that I used were actually soaked in comfrey. Comfrey is an herb. It's from a plant. It's dried comfrey. I had some left over, believe it or not, from after having kids. I made, if you're a man, you may want to leave now. I made pad sickles for after delivery, both times that I had my kids. And when making these pad sickles, comfrey was one of the ingredients. It is not suggested that you soak in comfrey after having a baby. It is also not suggested that you ingest comfrey tea after having a baby. It can interfere with your hormones, that sort of thing. But what I used it for was for the healing aspect as almost a salve. I made my pad sickles about 2 months before, both times, and they really helped with, I'll keep it PG, swelling. Swelling and pain for natural births. So yeah, the comfrey's in there. It's clover and aloe. 4-leaf clover and aloe, I believe, is the fragrance oil from Nature's Garden. It's very soothing. I thought I was going to leave it unscented, but I just decided, no, let's try it. Let's see how it goes. And I really like it. I scrub my hands with it, and I enjoy it. And I think I can't remember how many I got out of there. Maybe 6 or 8. Something like that. I don't remember. It's been so long since I recorded this that I actually don't remember. That's pretty sad. But anywho, yeah, I mean, I put the pumice in the bottom. I wanted to have the pumice in the bottom, and then it was really hard, actually, to get the strings to be exactly where I wanted them. They kept moving around, and I'm not sure if maybe taping them would be better. I was trying to pound everything down, and I just kind of went back and forth with the green mica and then the no color, and honestly, the color wasn't even all that green in the naturally colored part of the soap. It didn't give it much color at all. It actually ended up going to kind of like an ivory with like a hint of green. And I'm assuming that'll probably fade completely if we don't use them up within like a few months or so. I've had a few other natural soaps that the colors just fade completely when you let them sit. And half the time we end up using them too quickly, and then you don't get to see the color change, but I have had a few that you do really get to see. Now, in order for these to keep their shape, they weren't perfect, but I let them sit for 2 days. I probably should have let them sit for a third day because some of the corners were just a smidgen bumped. I don't have an unmolding. I actually forgot to hit the record button. I had it all set up and it was sitting there and I didn't get to record it. So I was a little upset with that, but there's not much you can do about it. And the bottom layer, I didn't fragrance at all. I just put the pumice in it. I wasn't sure if it was going to set up on me. It sped up trace a little bit. And this fragrance oil actually sped up trace just a smidgen, not much, because I barely even mixed it in and it's already like a little thicker than what it usually would be. And I did add quite a bit of mica to it as well, so that could be why. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing a tutorial. I haven't decided exactly how I want to do it, but I'm thinking I definitely want to do like one tutorial, because I've had a few people ask me, hey, can you show me how to make soap for my family? They don't plan on selling it, they just want to make it. And if you watch any of my, I have a few at the beginning. When I first started out, I mean, it was 7 months ago. They're really bad videos. Everyone can say that they've had a bad video. But, at the time I thought they were good. But the sound quality is bad. I didn't edit them. I didn't have a way to edit. And I actually do all my editing on my phone. So, it's just a work in progress to try to show, what I do. And to be honest, the main reason I even started recording is because I want to see how I do things. I can't remember sometimes. I have a photographic memory, so if, for instance, I want to know how I got a certain swirl or something like that, if I watch how I poured it in, I can try to replicate that, and that's the main reason why I'm even saving any of these. I can't save all these to my phone or my computer because they take up too much space, so YouTube is essentially just my storage. And because of that, I didn't think that anyone would really care for my videos. So the fact that anyone even has asked me questions about them or found me on Facebook and asked questions, then I was like, oh, well, maybe you want to see something different. And one of them was a tutorial on how to make, their first soap at home or something like that. So I'll be attempting that. And I will be trying to put a picture of how these turned out afterwards. I mean, these will not be in the shop, just so you know. These are for personal use. I don't enjoy making these particular kinds, but they serve their purpose. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!